Get a gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. The guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
At first, me and my mom were struggling. I was trying to pay the bills and trying to take care of my mom at the same time. When I first heard that I can get paid for taking care of my mom, I was kind of skeptical because I had been doing it for so many years without pay. That's when I reached out to Passion to Care. I read all their reviews and I saw that they were #1 in the field. Passion to Care has really, really changed my life. Right now, I take care of my mom 24/7 thanks to Passion to Care.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements, top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Just working with our company, you're going to get to work with a lot of bright individuals.
Everyone is open and ready to help you, and definitely big on advocating for making sure that you succeed and reach your potential.
Everyone's goal is the same, to make the best products that we can for our clients and make sure that it is everything and more that it could be.
What's kept me here? Our culture. We're genuinely a very great group of people. Everyone's just always willing to lend a hand.
When I have a suggestion or a concern and I voice it, leadership actually hears me.
As a consultancy, every person has a role and has something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
IndianaSRN is on the air. Tonight we are live from Whitestown, Indiana, and on the campus of Traders Point High School. It's game one of the 2024-25 boys basketball season, as tonight the Trader Point Knights host the Wolves of Providence, Cristo Ray. Our broadcast team, producer Greg Smith, cameraman Justin Griffiths, and my partner, the doctor of basketball, Kevin Kuntz. This is Clark Chafin. Kevin, what a great time of year it is. We have Thanksgiving this week, Christmas just around the corner. But here in the state of Indiana, high school basketball is just special.
Yep, high school hoops back. That's the great thing in this time of year in Indiana, and all these coaches and all these teams getting a fresh start to a new season and high hopes and expectations. And like you said, having the holidays with that, connected in with that, just makes it great.
Yeah, everyone's got opportunity all right in front of them, optimism in the air as these teams are getting ready. Let's take a look at the visiting squad for tonight. Providence Cristo Ray, head coach Scott Miller is in his second year at the school, 10th year overall. Last year, a tough year for Coach Miller's squad. They were 1-21. But I will say this, Kevin, if you go back and look at their schedule, there was about 4 games that was around 10 points or less. So you got to look at the positives from that, and also have a lot of key returning players. Javon Newell, number 13, a 4-year starter, kind of ran the point guard for the squad. Andrew Murphy is a physical player, also another 4-year starter with TJ Durson, who does some inside post play. Big guy that can get some rebounds and led him in scoring last year. You know, Kevin, you got to think Coach Miller has just excited about his squad this year, returning core group of players, as well as adding some new pieces to the incoming freshman class. Really excited about this upcoming year.
Yeah, he's got a lot of kids who've played a lot of basketball. They have a lot of experience. As you pointed out, we had them several times on the broadcast last year, and they got better as the year went on. They had some very close, tough games where they just came up a little bit short. So I'm sure they're looking to finish off some of those games with victories this season.
Providence Cristo Ray's hoping to get off to a great start. It's a busy week for them as they play in the Riverside Thanksgiving tourney this Saturday as well. So they're looking to get off to a good start. Hey, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have a look at today's home team on the scoreboard, the Traders Point Knights. It's Providence Cristo Ray at Traders Point, and it's only on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Welcome back to Traders Points for tonight's contest between Providence Cristo Ray and the Knights of Traders Point. I'd like to tell you that today's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Any use of the audio or video without the express written permission of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA is strictly prohibited. Well, Kevin, let's take a look at this year's version of Traders Point basketball. Head coach Brennan Saggett's in his second year. Last year, his team finished 5-14, but much like Providence Cristo Ray, they have a lot of returning players as well. 7, count them, including some key pieces in Cam Reese, Gage Fisher, and Quentin Jones. Kevin, Coach Saggett's going to depend on those returning players for a lot of things. I think leadership, you talk about decision-making, and being able to just have a big impact for the upcoming season.
Absolutely, and you already mentioned Reese and Quentin Jones, and those are the two guys that were able to provide some scoring for the Knights last season, so he's definitely going to be leaning on them to take bigger roles. And they also, they got some shoes to fill. They lost their leading scorer and leading rebounder from last year's team, so somebody's got to step in and fill those spots.
And it could be a number of any of these players. Both teams have freshmen that are going to look to probably play some big minutes. You look at the tail of the tape between these two squads. Last year, as you mentioned, Kevin, we had this game on the broadcast, and the matchup was a close one. Traders Point won 33-30, and they own the advantage in the head-to-head battle. Traders Point has won 11 to Providence Cristo Ray's 4. As we take a look at the Knights warming up here, Kevin, what do you see as keys to the game with both these squads?
For the road team, Providence Cristo Ray, they're going to have to be able to win the rebound battle. They're the bigger team. They should be able to create extra possessions and then finish off those defensive possessions with the boards. That's huge for them. Coach Miller mentioned, too, is taking care of the basketball. And their scrimmage that they had turned the ball over 25 times, and you can't be real successful as a basketball team if you continue to do that. And then they have to be able to attack Traders Point's defense, because they like to get press and trap, and so, or they have in the past at least. We'll see. This is a new year, but if they come out in that style of defense, they'll have to be able to handle that and take care of the basketball.
Big upcoming game here, game 1 of the season. Some new faces as well as some old faces as well as they try to take on each one in Providence Cristo Ray and Traders Point. We'll take another break. We'll come back, get you all set for the starting lineups and ready for the tip. It's a season opener for the Wolves and the Knights, and it's only on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
We're not here to just sell you another piece of software and then move on. We're here to manage that whole life cycle of not only helping you procure the licensing, but then how do you manage and monitor those licenses over time?
Collaboration is very key when working with our clients. We are very much a partnering organization, so we definitely work as a team from a sales, marketing, and delivery organization, along with our partner ecosystem to help deliver best-of-breed solutions for our partners and customers.
Partners that sell IBM licensing a lot of times are very transactional oriented, and we're here to build relationships with customers, which I think is unique.
Welcome back to IndianaSRN. Traders Point, Providence Cristo Ray going through their final warm-ups. We'd like to thank the title sponsors tonight, Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment is a leading equipment dealer since 1955. Passion to care, delivering care with more than 24 years of experience. Boilermaker Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. The Morales Group, we're in business to create a better future for you and your family. Piper Logistics, your trusted logistics partners since 1994. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else? Large selection of food made from scratch and fairly priced. IndianaSRN Sports Page. Follow the sports page every day with update news from coast to coast. Log on at IndianaSRN.org and click on our tab. And the Highway Safety Services. Highway Safety Services Incorporated, an MBE-DBE company, has over 60 years combined experience in traffic control and pavement markings in Indiana. Kevin, we had a little break there where we talked about Providence Cristo Ray and their keys and controlling their boards and also controlling their turnovers. What's the keys for Traders Point to come out on top tonight?
I think for Traders Point, they have to shoot a high percentage from the three-point line. It's a big part of their offense, and when those shots are going in, they can really score the ball well. They also need to take care of the ball. Last year, as a team, they averaged almost 20 turnovers a game. And in talking to Coach Saget, he really wants his team to be the aggressor. He wants them to play with great pace, push the ball. He wants to get out and pressure defensively, and really be the more aggressive team in the game tonight.
You know, one thing I'm excited to watch to see how Providence Cristo Rey comes out on the defensive end. You know, last year we saw them often in a 2-3 zone because of the lack of depth. And we see there as they look like they have lots of players to choose from and be able to contribute in today's game. So that'll be exciting. Looking ahead to future matchups as well, Providence Cristo Rey, as we said, will play Thursday at the Riverside Thanksgiving Tournament, and then they'll play December the 7th at Indianapolis Metropolitan. Meanwhile, Traders Point will be Tuesday, December 3rd at Indiana Def, and the 7th at Frontier. So we look forward to those games. We'll take a short break, and we'll come back and get you set for the starters in game 1 of IndianaSRN season.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School for tonight's matchup between Providence Cristo Rey and Traders Point. We'll take it down to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Number 5, senior Andrew Murphy. Number 10, freshman Brian Parker. Number 13, senior Javion Webb. Number 21, freshman Carter Gilbert. Starting for your 30-point victory, number 3, senior Jackson Jones. Number 4, junior Cam Reed. Number 5, sophomore Dave Fisher. Number 11, sophomore Quentin Jones. And number 14, sophomore Josh Badler.
And there you have the starting lineups for both squads. I think, Kevin, that sticks out in my mind. Providence Cristo Rey going with 2 seniors and 3 freshmen and no TJ Dearson.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Their leading scorer, leading rebounder from last season is not starting tonight. I'm not sure what's going on there. If I had to guess, at being a former coach, probably a discipline thing, but I'm sure we'll see him at some point.
I would think you would have to get him in pretty soon. He is a physical matchup in terms of size and strength, as you have Traders Point in the home white uniforms and Providence Cristo Rey with the blue and green down the sides. As we get set for opening tip, thank you for the officials. 8 minutes on the clock. This basketball season is underway, Kevin Coots.
Or so you thought.
Oh! Oh, no. Let's try that again.
They got to fix the clock first.
Fix the clock. Got to put it back to 8. Well, what happened there? I thought everything was clean.
I didn't see anything. I'm not sure why he blew it off.
Well, let's try it again. And we're underway, Kevin Coots. Quickly quicked up by Providence. Cristo away, but blocked out of bounds by Newell. Great defensive recovery. Let's see how the Wolves start. Looks like they're going to be man-to-man. Wingo's trying to find who he's guarding.
Number one, little loss there.
Drive, cut off nicely. That's Cameron Reese. Little half-court trap, and that pressure causes a turnover.
It appeared to be a little 1-2-2 half court, and then they kind of extended it there. We'll see it again the next possession, maybe get a better idea.
Dre Wingo will bring the ball across the timeline. It looks like Providence Cristo Rey settles into a little bit of a zone 2, Kevin.
Yep, that's a 1-2-2 or 3-2, however you prefer to say it.
Wingo. Little weave. Skip pass. Controlled over there by Brian Parker Jr. inside the Newell.
They will trap out of it, too, for sure.
It looked like they called a foul for reaching in. First team foul. Looks like that foul's on number 3. Jackson Jones, his first.
As a former coach, I'm just happy these guys are dressed up. Look like
they
look like they want to be professionals tonight, not wearing polos or pullovers.
They look great, ready to go. Doctor of basketball, also a man of style over here.
Just back in my day, you
just
wore a shirt and tie. You're professional.
Out of bounds underneath. That's stolen by number 3, Jackson Jones. Quickly in transition up the court. Cut off nicely by Newell. Quentin Jones drives. They work it around. Good swing of the ball around the perimeter. Jump shot is good by Daffler. Traders Point, first basket of the year. They settle back in that 3-2 zone. Really extending. Kevin, what's Providence Cristo Rey? Looks like one thing that I notice that teams do against the zone is they really kind of get standing on the perimeter and have long passes.
Yeah, they tried to run. They tried to run a runner baseline there to start the offense initially. There he goes again.
Slip and fall there by Gilbert.
They're trying to overload it to the corner, but you got to be able to handle the ball in order to get it there.
Transition layup, no good by Jackson Jones. Knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Providence Cristo Rey. They got to solve this mystery. They haven't got a shot off yet.
Yeah, they were trying to run an overload to that left corner, Clark, and overload that zone, but they just couldn't handle the ball well enough to make it execute it.
We got a contact issue, so we'll take a little moment here to let you know that Reynolds Farm Equipment is a leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors throughout Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer unless it's Greg Smith. Give him a call today at 317-849-0810. Setting up the offense again. Traders Point settling that zone. Arms extended down to Murphy. Triple team. Can't find anything. They kick it out. 3 on the way. No good. Savion Mohammed has checked in for the Wolves. Coming away with the ball is Cameron Reese.
They were able to get that offensive rebound like we talked about in the opening, but then they just gave it right back to the Knight. So got to be able to handle the ball a little better, but that was a nice job hitting the offensive glass there for the Wolves.
Muhammad checked in, another freshman, as that foul is on number 5. That is Andrew Murphy. That's his first foul. Keep track of that tonight as they inbound it. Ooh, he's wide open there. A nice high post feed, shot up, and the friendly roll is good. Gage Fisher.
Real nice cut to the nail hole there. Found the pass in the middle of the zone, was open, and they got the bucket.
4-0, Traders Point on top. Working it around. Gilbert tries to find Murphy inside, a little high-low to Newell. Spin move off the glass and good.
Really good offense right there by the Wolves. They got the ball in the high post, and he dropped it down to Newell for an easy bucket.
That's where you want to get the ball against the zone, put stress on them, make it all collapse right there. 4-2. Here's a drive. Up, left-handed shot, no good, controlled by Murphy as Cameron Reese comes up a little short on that shot. Out of control in transition. Here's a steal to the basket. Strong, no foul. Batted up, and coming away with it was Muhammad.
The biggest problem right now for Providence Cristo Rey is their best players are the guys underneath the basket, and they're just having a hard time getting them the ball.
Swinging across. Gilbert now has it up top. Head to Murphy. Murphy gets collapsed. Nice ball fake. Jump stop. And they'll call it. And one. Andrew Murphy. The senior, strong move.
Like I just referenced, they've got to get the ball to 5 and 13 if they're going to have a chance in this game. And right there they did. They got the ball in the high post to him, and he did the rest.
Well, I think what really helped him there was being able just to pass fake after that defense collapsed. It got him off of him, and he was able to find a lane and get to the basket. Murphy to the free throw line, his first attempt. And the bank is open on Friday night. 5-4, Providence Cristo Rey.
It's their first lead of the game.
They extend the defense, three-quarter court pressure. Losing the ball, and it's going to be out of bounds, or did they call a timeout? Timeout. Nope, out of bounds. Another turnover. Providence Cristo Rey on a 5-0 run. And they set up Gilbert up top. Now goes to the left-hand side, inside to Murphy. Skip pass. 3 on the way. That's a little long. Rebounded by Daffler. Pressure, and they're going to call a traveling violation. Nice mixing up the defenses in Providence Cristo Rey. Extending some pressure, three-quarter court. 3:45 to go here in quarter number 1.
I mentioned in the start of the game about Traders' point pressure right now, but it's been Providence who's been the more aggressive team defensively so far.
Muhammad back to Gilbert. Working around. Inside Murphy, out to Gilbert. He'll drive. Newell goes baseline, loses his footing, finds Murphy, gets his rebound, kicks it out. Newell from 15, and the baseline is good. Javion Newell, his second bucket.
Traders' points got to stop playing dead behind those guys in the post down there on defense. I mean, they're playing dead behind them and just letting them bounce past the ball right into them and work their offense. They're not playing three quarters. They're not fronting. They're just playing behind them.
And Newell draws the charge. Player control foul. Traders' points, a third foul. And there's going to be a timeout on the court by Traders' Point. 30-second timeout. Let us tell you about the Morales Group. We're in the business to create a better future for you, for your family, and for the community we share. We can match you with the right career or hire the right candidate for your company. Call us today, 317-472-7600, and Boilermaker Local 374. Boilermakers Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. When you need a safe, dependable workforce for a new build or an upgrade or facility maintenance, you can count on Boilermakers Union Local 374 to do your job right the first time. Kevin, what do you notice the first 5 minutes of quarter number 1?
Well, a couple of things we talked about. Right now, the Providence Cristo Rays win the battle of the boards 4-1. We talked about that being one of their keys, and then turnovers has been critical for both teams. Providence has 4, and the Knights have 3.
Yeah, Providence feels like they've settled down a little bit. It took them a couple possessions to even get a shot. But since then, I feel like they're finding the rhythm a little bit. There's a drive by Parker Jr. A little floater's good. Brian Parker Jr., the freshman, in a 9-0 run by the Wolves. Skip pass into Momoa, and it's picked off.
These freshman guards are giving Coach Miller some real depth from this team that they didn't have last year for sure.
Definitely a nice added dimension for Coach Miller. At times, only had maybe 1 or 2 subs during last year's season. The turnover is going to give the ball to Traders Point. As here comes the Knights. Quentin Jones with the ball up top.
They got to find a way to get Reese some open looks.
Jones tries to go right. Trap, 3 guys on him. And did he travel or was he fouled? They're going to say a pushing foul. Got to get it out of that trap. Foul is on number 10. And that would be Brian Parker Jr. Second team foul on the Wolves. The Knights inbound the ball, 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. They play it out. Daffler drives, cut off. Finds the guy in the middle, a little floater is good. Good friendly rose, Gage Fisher. Presents a good target and ends that 9-0 run. It's now 9-6. Newell with the ball. They don't trap. Skip pass. Here's a drive, loses it. Picked up by Jones. He'll race down the court. Go up. A little out of control, looking for the foul. And Newell loses it. Ball goes, and it'll stay here with Traders Point. Minute 31 left.
Yeah, Jones kind of went in there and just didn't really establish much position, just kind of went in there and jumped and threw the ball at the basket, and refs aren't going to give you that one.
Back cut, nice catch by Reese. Driving kick. Good closeout by the Wolves. Jones to Reese. Go drive. Cut off nicely. The Wolves have played really good, solid defense. Always aware of where the ball is. Jones steps into his shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound put up, a little strong. And Gilbert will bring it up. Under 50 seconds. Ball's tipped. Parker Jr. controls. Parker Jr. thought about it. Loses control. Ball's on the floor. Newell picks it up. 35 seconds remain. He'll drive. Now he's trapped. 3 on the way. Just short. Long rebound to Gilbert. And what do we have? A traveling violation. Moving a little too quick and with 25 seconds left. Providence Cristo Rey up 9-6. Let's see if Traders Point, Kevin, wants to get one last shot here.
Yeah, most coaches in this situation would. However, when you're being trapped like they're playing defense, you almost just have to take the first good shot you get. We'll see how they come out defensively, but if they're super aggressive, I think you just run your offense and go.
Reese kicks. 18-footer on the baseline short. Ran down by Dre Wingo, who came back into the game. Everybody's on the floor. Officials are going to say a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to go to Providence with 7.9 seconds. Oh. Plenty of time to get a good shot. Traders Point extends the defense. On the sideline, Murphy. Tip from behind, out of bounds. It'll remain with the Wolves with 2.6.
Call your best out of bounds play right here, whatever one you like the best. 2.6 seconds, try to get the last shot of the quarter.
They decide to go 4 low. Put pressure at the corners. Wingo gets a shot up off the backboard. And that'll do it for quarter 1. After starting down in a deficit 4-0, Providence Cristo Rey uses a big 9-0 run to take a
piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements, top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com. Get a Gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. A guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Welcome back to Providence, Cristo Rey, and Traders Point for this matchup. Providence on top 9-6 at the end of quarter one. Kevin, what did you notice?
Well, the Wolves turned the ball over 8 times, but the difference was they out-rebounded them by 7. So those two stats kind of mitigated each other, right? So they were able to create extra possessions with their rebounding to overcome the turnovers. And then Traders Point, like we talked about, they've got to shoot the ball a little bit better. That 30% in the first quarter is not going to be good enough.
So we had problems starting the first quarter. Now we're having problems with the second quarter. We'll get everything on page. I think it's all the water from all the hydration between quarters. And looks like Durson is in the game, Kevin, right there, number 24.
Must have been, like I said, it was probably a discipline thing. Who knows? He sat down for a quarter, but like I said, I mean, I tell you what, Clark, if you'd have told me they could have had a lead in this game with him sitting on the bench, I would have never believed you.
And I think, Coach Miller has to be excited about where they're at.
Absolutely.
Now a little bit man-to-man with Dorson to protect the basket. As Fisher drives, finds him in the middle, rather. Rebounded, and a strong rebound by Edgar Mamo. With the loose ball gathered by Murphy, and we're off and running. Wingo brings it across the timeline. Traders Point still in their 3-2.
And with Durson on the court, that allows Murphy to slide out in a more natural role where he can make things happen and help those guards out there in the perimeter.
Inside to Durson, they collapse. Newell, good ball movement. And they'll reset. Good closeout by the perimeter defense of Traders Point. Like the patience, though, of the Wolves. First and around. Murphy runs baseline. You hear the conversation, good communication. 3 on the way. It's good. 3-point basket by number 21, Carter Gilbert.
These freshman guards are really providing offense for this Providence Cristo Rey team.
And a hand check call. Foul. Remember those fouls reset? I had to remember that my first 7th grade game this year, Coach, and I was like, well, they got 2 more fouls. 1 and 1. No, 2 fouls or 5 fouls. Everyone gets 2 free throws, and it resets every quarter. That's Josh Daffler with the ball into the corner. Mamo gets it. He'll skip pass. 3 on the way from Jones. It's good. Quentin Jones.
Really nice drive and pitch out to Jones for that open 3.
The ball gets in the paint and kicks out. It's a great way to find your rhythm as a shooter. Let's see, this time the 3 by Gilbert is no good. But they get the rebound. Wingo over to Gilbert, inside to Durson. They collapse, but he still drop steps. Can't get it to fall. Good post defense by Gage Fisher. Reese on the run. Tries to look inside for Daffler, but it's stolen.
It's 2 early turnovers for Traders Point in the second quarter.
Murphy on top, over to Wingo. That was big for Carter Gilbert to hit that 3. Give him a little confidence against the zone. First 3-point made as he's running baseline. Can't find Durson. Now they do. This time he goes left shoulder, and a foul is committed by Gage Fisher.
I just can't understand why they're playing dead behind him, Clark. I know I mentioned it earlier, but they don't have anybody who can play behind him and guard him straight up one-on-one. They're going to have to either pinch from the top or wrap or something. Front and bring somebody from the backside. They've got to do something to mix it up, or he's going to have a field day in there.
Good, strong move by Durson. Takes him to the line. TJ's first one's off the back iron, and no. Team is 1 for 2 now from the free throw line. He'll get a second chance. Junior eyes and flies. That one's off the side of the rim. No good. As here comes the pressure, and Reese loses it out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off Providence. Cristo Ray, I think it's a little bit of a break, although they're going to talk. I thought Cameron Reese just dribbled it out of bounds. You can even tell by his reaction.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
He was headed back down the court. And they did change the call. I think that's the correct call. Good job by the officiating crew.
They're doing a really good job of trapping Reese every time he gets the ball, and that's kind of a frustration thing. He's trying to hurry up because he knows they're coming. He's trying to get some offense. I mean, they haven't gotten him going at all yet tonight, and that's critical for Traders Point.
Yeah, just getting him going too fast then, right? That frustration level, that's what it leads to. There you see someone front and Durson down below. Good point, Coach.
That's a good change in their defensive philosophy, but the next kid's got to be there too.
Great call by the official. He shuffled his feet.
Yeah.
That led to a travel.
Yeah, but Jones was fronting him, but then when he had to take the ball in the corner, the other guy's got to slide over and get into that wrap position.
12-9, 5 minutes left. And bringing it across the timeline was Alexander Krieger. And Reese with the miss. Dorson claims the rebound. Newell will push.
That's such a great back cut. He was being face guarded out there, and he back cut just like you teach him to do it, and he just got to finish. Got to slow down a little bit and finish.
Wingo cleans up the rebound, gathers the loose ball, and they'll reset. In no hurry. In the corner. Gilbert's hit 1-3 already. Look inside. There's that Quentin Jones front.
Mm-hmm. Nice adjustment by the Knights right there.
There's down low to Newell. Back outside, Wingo. Up top, Gilbert. Good swing pass.
Newell had Durson on the flash. He just didn't see him.
Good ball pressure. Wingo afraid to pull the trigger right now. Newell isn't. 3 on the way is long. Dorson gathers the rebound. Tipped from behind by Reese, and it's stolen away. Taken out of there by Edgar Mamo. And there's a foul on number 13, Javion Newell. Traders down 3. Both teams with a 3-point field goal in this second quarter. That's it. A little out of control goes Jones. Picked up by Gilbert. Spin move, left hand, giving 2.
That was a dandy of a transition finish right there.
Great body control by the freshman. He now has 5 to lead all scorers for the Wolves. And ball pressure, Wingo. Was it over and back or a timeout? Looks like they got the timeout. Great job there by Coach Sagan. Full timeout. We'll take it with him. Providence on top, 14-9.
To you.
faithfully standing with us, you are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School, home of the Knights. And we're in the second quarter action. Providence Cristo Rey leads by a score of 14-9. Traders Point, great job by Coach Saget to get a timeout there, save a possession. As Krieger inbounds.
So far in this game, it's just been a tale of just Providence Cristo Rey's just been the more aggressive team. Defensively, on the boards, everywhere.
Still a little bit out of control is Gilbert, but he resets. Murphy open in the corner. He'll pull that. 3 on the way long. Dorson with the rebound and good. TJ Dorson on the board.
Got to know where 24's at and put a body and box him out. He's a monster in there. You got to be able to find him, and even if you have to take 2 guys to do it.
Jones looks for teammate off the backboard. Carter Gilbert will bring it up. A lot of balanced scoring also, Kevin, for the Wolves.
Yep, he's getting contributions from a lot of kids.
And just the fact that he's got just a deeper bench and more guys that he can play. Really, Coach Miller's pretty happy about that as the foul is on Gage Fisher. Can't bring that arm down, and there's where the foul was.
Yep. Just got it right in there to him. He just went there, posted hard on that left block. They got the ball to him, and then just they couldn't get to the basket without fouling him there.
Dorson to the line where he's 0 for 2. He has 2 points.
I will say this is not one of his strengths. So,
well, what do you think?
If you get stuck down there, you might be better off just fouling him.
What
if
do
he's
you
already
see,
that
though?
deep.
I mean, it looks like he's got good rotation.
I didn't see anything mechanically that looked off on the first 3 attempts. No, good follow through. I mean, that one looked really, really good. I just know from last year, looking at the stats and stuff, it wasn't something that he had a lot of success with. But.
Well, here's where Traders Point's got to find a way.
Don't know what happened there, Clark.
It's a game of mulligans. And we're in our 3rd mulligan.
Yeah,
it's the first game for the officials maybe as well. I don't know. But inbound, here we go. But Kevin, I was getting ready to ask, it seems like Traders Point's got to figure out something here on the offensive end to get their best players in good positions to score.
Yep, they definitely do. And Reese is just frustrated. They're face guarding him when he does get it. They're trapping him. They've just done a real nice job on him. Somebody else has got to step up and make some plays where they got to find a way to score off offensive rebounds. They got something going. Use their defense to score something.
Murphy, nice cut, nice find by Newell. Can't finish. TJ, no. Gets the rebound, keeps it up. Ooh, Fisher's close to having a foul, but Murphy gets it on the putback. Andrew Murphy now with 5.
They just out-hustled him right there, Clark. That's all that was. They just wanted it more than the Knights did in that possession.
Krieger looks baseline. Little floater, no good. Newell with the rebound. (19-9), a 10-point lead. 3 on the way. Oh, off the back iron, no. Krieger gets it, and he'll bring it up. Under a minute to go before half. The Wolves fall back into a zone. And a kicking violation by Providence Cristo Rey. The ball will stay here.
They missed the first kick, but they caught the second one.
Yeah, he could have picked that second one up, couldn't he?
Yeah, well, 13 kicked it, but then he went over and kicked it again. I'm not sure what he was doing. He could have just picked it up. He could have just picked it up.
Tiger with the ball. Fisher inside, outside. Nice shot fake. Little running floater. No good, but he gets his own rebound as Jackson Jones. They can't get it to go. 19-9. Gilbert. Looks like the Wolves are content to hold for the last shot. Still a 3-2 zone. Inside to Newell. They collapse. 7 seconds. Shot no good. Durson battles. Knocked out of bounds by Fisher. Fisher got it. They're going to say no. It's off Durson. Okay. 3.8 seconds. How many dribbles you have before a shot here, Kevin? About 4, you think?
3 or 4, yep.
Maybe a pass.
Depends on how far the pass is.
2 dribbles, plenty of time.
Yeah, he had more time than that. I don't think he realized.
Yeah. Still time left on the clock. Now, I didn't hit anything. Can it go back to where? Well, we'll take it out. And
now it's going to go underneath the basket.
It's going to go underneath the basket.
Now
sure.
Now if you got a tip play in your arsenal down for out of bounds underneath, if you got some sort of tip play, another mulligan. Oh no, they're just waiting for him to get down there. Yeah. So if you got some sort of tip play, we always had a tip play for this situation.
Did you?
Know? Yeah. Didn't always execute great, but you got to have it if it's less than a half a second.
All right. Nope.
Yeah, you can't catch and shoot.
And he hit it.
That doesn't matter.
That's tough. Well, that'll do it for our first half. Providence, Cristo Rey, they lead after 1, 9-6, and they extend that 3-point lead to a 10-point lead, making some 3-point shots and executing really well on defense to take a 19-9 lead at halftime. Kevin, your thoughts on the first half?
That's kind of like I said earlier. Providence Cristo Rey is just the more aggressive team. They're just out hustling them. They're beating to the boards. Defensively, they're doing a great job on Reese, not letting him get going at all. Offensively, he's struggling. He's speeding up. They just outplayed him that first half. Traders Point's just got to get in there. They've got to make some adjustments defensively as far as playing behind in the post, and they got to find a way to find some shots for their best players.
Well, we'll take a break here at halftime and come back and bring you some first half stats and also get some keys to the second half from the basketball doctor, Kevin Kuntz. It's Providence Cristo Rey 19, Traders Point 9 on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Brian Chrisman joins me today. And Brian, talk a little bit about the winter and Wheeler Mission and how important it is for people to help Wheeler Mission, because winter means homeless and homeless means people in the cold. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really serve a lot of people year round, no matter what the weather is, right? And so we serve anywhere from 700 to 900 people who are experiencing homelessness every single night. But when winter hits, that can become life or death. So if you're stuck out in the cold, happens every year. IMPD will find people out in the cold and encourage them to come in. But if they don't catch them in time, I mean, again, life and death. And so it's vital that our doors are open. And so we do that. Our staff shows up every day to make sure our doors are open. We serve 1,000 meals a day plus every single day. That's a nice, warm, nutritious meal. Donors provide that. Donors provide our food, coffee, something hot to drink. Donors provide that. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved at Wheeler to make sure we can get through winter, or to work at Wheeler. We need staff, and so we're always looking for staff to get us through the winter time. We spread ourselves thin during winter, making sure that anybody can find space, and so we have bed capacities. For sure, but we go beyond that every winter to make sure that the city has an option for people who are experiencing homelessness in the dead of winter.
Schools out there that are watching this program with our reach, maybe they want to do a sock drive, or they want to do a sweatshirt drive. They can contact our office at IndianaSRN, or they can contact you. Where's a contact, or who would be a contact that maybe we want to do a sock drive? I think that would be a great idea for SRN to start one of those sock drives. How would that? What does that look like?
Yeah, so if you go to wheelermission.org, we have our needs lists that are right there on our website. Those change sometimes in the winter, but there are some needs that are pretty much continual when it comes to hygiene items, when it comes to warm items to get us through the winter. So when you're talking about coats, especially bigger sizes for people that come through, we want to make sure a lot of people that come to our mission, they come with the clothes on their back, right? And so we need to make sure they have something to wear during their stay with us, which could be for a few weeks, could be for a couple months. And so go to our website, wheelermission.org. You can donate directly there, whether it's a financial donation or you can look at our needs list. You can even find drop-off locations. You can drop it off at some of the barns that we have around the city, or come right down to Wheeler Mission, drop it off right there. But we need this community's support. So greatest thing about Indianapolis is it is a generous community.
Yes.
It is a community that steps up when there's a need. And there's 1,700 homeless individuals in our community. That number has risen 5% just over the last year. Wheeler Mission is the main place for those individuals to go, has been since 1893, over 130 years. And so support that ministry so that those doors can be open, making sure that every man, woman, and child that needs to come inside can come inside and not only get warm, but get nutritious meals, food, shelter, and care. And so beyond that, we take them through a whole journey of program to make sure that they come out our back door different people. But the first things first, right? Get them fed and get them warm and get them safe.
Since it's basketball season and we cover over 300 games a year on IndianaSRN, we challenge our basketball teams and our basketball programs to get involved. There are meals that need to be served. Tell our teams out there how they can help and serve meals.
Yeah, no better way to really open your eyes to the community's needs than to stand in front of people who are desperately in need and hand them a meal, hand them what they're asking for that day. So great group opportunity is to volunteer at Wheeler Mission. You can go to wheelervolunteer.org. You can sign up a group. It can take an hour and a half to come down and serve a lunch. You can get 12, 15 people involved in that, a dinner. Come down either at our men's shelter or our women's shelter. It's a really cool experience for teams, not only to help in a way that you're making a difference, but to see the people that you're helping, right? To hand a meal to someone and smile and say hi to someone literally in their darkest moment, right? So
best assist they can ever make.
Oh yeah,
is to serve a meal.
That's a good point. It's a slam dunk.
It's a slam dunk, exactly. For IndianaSRN, this is Keith Myers.
Welcome back to Providence Cristo Rey. Halftime here with the guest. Providence Cristo Rey over Traders Point 19-9 at Traders Point. My apologies. A passion to care, delivering care with more than 24 years of experience as a prestige healthcare company. Passion to Care is driven by decades of expertise and a drive to go above and beyond. Call them today at 317-537-1811. In Piper Logistics, for more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper Logistics have consistently been the trusted allies for your inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation needs. We stand as your comprehensive logistics partner. Ride with us. Call us today at 317-396-1023. Kevin, let's have a look at halftime stats.
Yeah, first for the home team, the Knights, they were 4 of 18 from the field for 22%. They lost the rebound battle 6 to Providence Cristo Rey 17. Turnovers were pretty equal, 10 for Providence Cristo Rey and 8 for Traders Point. However, what's significant there in the turnovers is only 2 second quarter turnovers for Providence Cristo Rey. That was coming off 8 in the first quarter, so that was a really big improvement for them. 2 for 5 from the free throw line for Providence Cristo Rey, and the Knights have yet to visit the free throw line.
2 for 5, and you see there it is, all the scoring in our contest. Hey, Dynamark, looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, and promo products. Apparel and mailing services, serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service. Call Dynamark today at 317-328-2555. And services for highway safety services. Services, you do what you do, and we'll keep you safe doing it. Contact us at 765-446-1502. We'll take another break. We'll come back and get the doctor's keys to the second half for both teams. Providence Cristo Rey on top 19-9 on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Welcome back to Traders Point High School. Clark Chafin, Kevin Coots, along with our broadcast team of Greg Smith, our producer, and Justin Griffiths behind the camera. Thank you guys for all you do. Kevin, let's take a look at those first half, and as a coach, you're in that locker room. Let's look at Traders Point's perspective first, down 10 here at half. What needs to change for your ball club to have a better second half?
Well, for Traders Point, they've got to find a way within this trapping defense to get Reese and Jones better shots than they did in the first half. That's the biggest thing on offense, and then obviously limit the turnovers and handle the ball. And then defensively, they've got to find a better way to guard the post. They just gave the ball. It was just too easy for Providence Cristo Ray to get the ball in the high post or low post. They've got to make some adjustments defensively.
Quentin Jones and Cameron Reese are two leading scorers from last year's squad with combined 3 points. Reese unable to get on the board yet, so let's see if they can get him going. As a coach, would you rather have the offense on your side of the court or the defense on your side of the court?
Defense.
Defense. Okay, well, they'll both have the offense. So you didn't like that setup, did we?
No,
okay.
No, it's fine. I get why coaches would say offense. Communication is easier, right, and that kind of thing. But
especially if you're down, I think maybe offense, right?
Yep.
And if you're a Providence Cristo Ray, Kevin, what are you thinking? Any adjustments you make? I mean, you're up 10.
I don't think you do anything. I think you continue to be the more aggressive team. You continue to pound the glass. You keep looking to get the ball to the guys that can score for you inside, whether that's Newell or Murphy or Durson, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, here we go. Wingo will bring it across the timeline, and they still stay in their zone. Reese up top. Wingo in the paint, penetration, no. Durson with the rebound and 2. TJ Durson.
Yeah, that's the one thing about playing zone is you don't have a man, right, necessarily to box out, so you're looking for to box someone out in your area, and they're just not doing a very good job of it so far.
Fisher loses control. Murphy gets the rebound. Tried to steal, and it does. Reese can't get it to go, but chased down by Jackson Jones. Jones drives, kicks it back to Reese, and he's on the board. Cameron Reese, his first basket of the game.
There we go. That's a nice, easy look for Reese. Hopefully that'll get him going for the Knights.
Got a little more energy. You have the crowd chanting defense. Wingo has it in the corner. Inside to Dorson. Sorry, that was Newell, but it was a foul on that entry pass. First foul of this quarter. I do like this 4-low set against the zone. Dorson, one dribble, shot fake. Can't get it to go, but he gets the loose ball. Goes back and attacks the rim. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
I will commend Durson. I mean, of all the games I watched last year, he plays as hard as anybody in the state. He doesn't always finish as well. Maybe sometimes he gets a little awkward or out of control, but, man, does he play hard.
Fouls on Gage Fisher. Second team foul. Durson to the line, 1 for 4. And he's able to bring that one home. Number 5's 3 fouls now for Gage Fisher. And Durson gets a second one. It's up and off the side of the rim, no. But chased down by Murphy.
When you're down 11 points, those are kind of things that coach just drives you crazy. You got a free throw box out, he misses the free throw, and then you just don't come up with the rebound.
Kind of rains, it pours kind of scenario, right?
Yep.
Durson, good help.
That's why I'm sitting here talking with you, Clark.
And I'm glad you are, Kevin. Fumbled out of bounds by Gilbert, trying to move before he caught it. And it'll be Long Daffler to take it out as the Knights will bring it across the timeline.
You notice they're still face guarding Reese.
Daffler strong, take and one.
Really nice take there by Daffler. Nobody from Providence, Cristo Ray stepped over to stop the ball. He got it to the basket and got an and one out of it.
Sorry, Jackson Jones on that take. He's the one who brought it up the court. Nice, strong move, absorbing the contact. And the first free throw of the year for the Knights will be taken by Jackson Jones. And it is good. That three-point play trims the lead to 8. Well, these young teams, how will they respond to a little bit of adversity here? Got a little run by Traders Point.
Traders Point's got a little more energy in their defense now. It's amazing what'll happen if you put some points on the board. It looks like they've got their energy level up.
Wingo for 3 off the backboard, no. Gets the tip. Murphy from 15. That's long. The hook and hold look like by Quentin Jones. Good call by the official. Good camera work by Mr. Griffiths.
Give Jones credit. He's trying to get him to be physical with Durst. He's trying to block him out, but you can't just grab his arm and hold him like that.
Wingo throws it inbounds to Murphy. Pass fake into Dorson. Goes left shoulder. Off the backboard and in.
It's just too easy, Clark. They've got to do a better job of keeping the ball out of his hands if they want to come back in this game.
8 points now for TJ, and he gets the steal. A little out of control. Jones went with the same play, but he gets it from behind. Reese, jump stop. Nice control by Cameron Reese.
Really nice. Jump stop, 2 feet, shot fake, got a bucket. That first bucket might have got him going a little bit. We'll see.
I love it when kids learn to play off 2 feet. I think coming in and playing strong, I think it really helps them as far as going off 1 foot and being a little finesse. Gilbert with the ball. Attacks. Travel. Good call by the official. You got a jump stop to both feet, Cameron. That was the problem.
Got a little sped up there. Got a little ahead of himself.
Jones will bring it up again. 3 points to his credit. Same as his jersey. 24-16. Here's a drive by Jones. Caught in the air. Murphy with a nice deflection. Recovered by Newell. Newell gets his eyes up. In the corner. Pressure. Wingo. See if they can get it to the other side of the floor. And a traveling violation.
I think he shuffled his feet before he put the ball on the floor.
Substitution for Traders Point. Mamo checks in.
I know I'm old school, but I don't think I'd have too many possessions where I'm on offense if I'm Providence, Cristo Ray, and Dorson's not touching the basketball.
Yeah, he's been 8 of your 24 points without playing in quarter number 1. Murphy. Good take, and he is fouled. Let's say they call it the act of shooting. Jackson Jones gets the foul, and a timeout with Traders Point. We'll take it with them. Providence on top by 8.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Officially Human, our mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Do your part. Practice good sportsmanship. If we don't have officials, we can't play. To the line, Andrew Murphy. He's 1 for 1. 5 points in the first half. 4-year starter. Spins it, flies it, and the iron is kind for Murph. 25-16, another free throw will put it back in double digits. And he does just that.
Yeah, they kind of weathered that little run there by Traders Point, and they've got it back to 10.
Great point, Coach. Great point. 26-16, 4 minutes here remaining. Then Providence Cristo Ray changing up defenses again. Coach Miller, a little box and one here, Kevin, or apparently.
Yep, they're chasing Reese. That's exactly what they're doing, Clark. That's the right call. It's box and one.
Rebound by Durson.
It's a really good set by Traders Point. A good dive to block by number 5. He's just got to finish.
Gilbert will bring across the timeline. You also got to I think you got to give kudos to this Providence Cristo Rey offense. I mean, you're starting 3 freshmen, and yet you've really been patient on the offensive end as Durson cleans things up yet again. His 3rd field goal here in the second half.
5's in position there. He's in position. He's in to block him out. He just didn't block him out. He didn't push him out. He just let him catch the ball over top of his head.
Jones gets in trouble, and it's taken away by Gilbert. He'll push. Crossover. Jump stop. Newell from 3. Dead on. Off the side of the rim. No. Hustling into 3D view is the players. Hopefully everybody's okay, including Justin.
Slow to get up there. Yeah, he's all right.
Good hustle by both teams and both players. .309 left, 28-16. Looking at the foul situation, Traders Point now with 4 fouls. That means Providence Cristo Rey, Kevin, to the free throw line with every foul.
And you like that if you're in the lead, but for sure.
Yes, you do.
Let's see what they do. They're back to their regular zone. Nope, they're still in it. 4's going to have to be a screener if they want to be effective offensively against this box and one. He can't just run around with a guy chasing him.
Cut off. Just even the changing defenses. They never had that opportunity last year. And a great catch and finish, Gage Fisher.
Really nice job by Traders Point there, and that time 5 finished around the basket.
Back down to 10. They can't.
That's the thing when you do those junk defenses. If you don't practice a lot, the communication stuff on cutters and stuff cannot be very good.
Good defensive pressure by the Knights leads to a turnover. And if your Traders Point, what would be a kind of a magic number here, Kevin, that you'd want this deficit to be as you get into the fourth quarter?
2 possessions if you can. If you can get it to 6, I think that's you feel pretty comfortable as a coach that you can overcome that. But in a game like this with the score so low, it might be even a little bit lower than that.
Trapping defense, and they're going to call a foul on Providence Cristo Rey.
Maybe just a single possession, Clark, to be honest with you. I mean, it's only 28-18, so we're not dealing with the high-powered offenses here, obviously. At least not this evening.
2:20 to go. Second team foul for the Wolves. Reese with it. They move it around. Jones. And they're going to call a traveling violation. But give credit to Newell there. He jumped that play.
He jumped that shooter play to the corner, and he knew where he was going. They had it scouted, and he was there. Here they come with some pressure, finally. I thought we'd see it sooner than this, but we're finally seeing it from Traders Point.
Gilbert brings it across. Now they're going to man-to-man. Let's see a little elevator play here for Newell. Clear out for Gilbert. Not good, but Durson gets the rebound. Back up and in again. Now he has 12 points. His 4th field goal. And the lead is up to 12. Jones drives, and a nice play by him.
Nice play by Jones. It's almost just a physical thing for him. He's not even really, he's just tipping the ball up where they can't get it and going and getting it himself. It's just a size thing. There's really good pressure by Traders Point. You take a time to get.
Good timeout there called by Coach Miller. wall-to-wall sports page on Indiana SRN sports page. Sports news every day, high school, college, pro sports. We have it all. Check it out on IndianaSRN.org and click on the sports page tab. Stay informed with Indiana SRN sports page and make a difference by helping us put more student athletes on TV by logging on to IndianaSRN.org and directing your donation to a specific school, or just hit the donate button. More games means more opportunities for our kids. Indiana SRN, where you always have a front row seat. Kevin, a minute 34 here in the third quarter. Providence Cristo Rey has seemed to answer every Traders Point run to this point.
Yep, they have, and they've done it the same way. They just keep getting the ball where they want to get it, or if they miss a shot, they go get it and put it back in. So pretty simple, and then just defensively just keep the pressure up. But Traders Point's got to find a way to somehow keep Durson off the boards. I hate to be a broken record, but if they want to come back in this game, they're going to have to find a way to keep him off the offensive glass.
Halftime lead of 10 points, and the Wolves have kind of kept that deficit.
Just kind of token pressure right now, full court. They're not really doing much there. But they have gone man-to-man, as you called last possession.
And a moving screen as they try to get the elevator for Newell. They'll call that on Durson. That's their third team foul.
That's a pretty easy one right there. He was moving his feet.
Here's Jackson Jones. He'll go left. Mamo, baseline, blocked by Durson. Murphy inside to Durson, goes left shoulder, and crawls it over the front of the rim. He now has 14. Jones, Providence Cristo Rey. Man-to-man, Reese tries a three, step back, no good.
Tough shot for Reese there.
And under a minute to play.
Providence Cristo Rey has really settled down after that first quarter. They have really done a nice job taking care of the basketball and getting the shots they want.
And they know where their bread's buttered, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Good defense there by Reese from the weak side to come away with that block.
They doubled Durson there when he got the ball in the post. That's a smart move by Traders Point. That's a good adjustment.
Jones, a nice floater. Love how that was a smart play by him. Didn't get too deep and into the shot blocker. A 10-point deficit with 10 seconds remaining. Murphy. Durson, and that shot was late and no good, and that'll do it after three. Providence Cristo Rey on top by 10 on Indiana SRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Big play here for Mount Vernon. Hurdle looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw.
Boy, what a stick, huh?
Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen. Skip pass. Mays with three. Mays drive. Floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30. Block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there. And finally, somebody gets on the board.
Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry's your independent agent representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Call Pat today for coverage tomorrow at 317-894-7000. Thank you, Pat Cherry. Clark Chafin along with Kevin Kuntz, Greg Smith, Justin Griffiths, happy to bring you this first game of the 24-25 hoop season. Kevin, heading to a fourth quarter. What's your feeling?
I think if you're Traders Point, you got to heat up these freshman guards, right? You got to see if they can handle this fourth quarter. First time being in a situation in high school, see how well they can handle it. And then defensively, you got to finish with the box out at the end of the possession. If you're Providence, you just keep playing the way you're playing.
Traders has gone up in points every quarter, and they come away with a steal. Newell ahead to Durson.
I don't think you want to throw the ball to Durson that far away from the basket. He didn't look real comfortable with it out there.
There he is at the 15-foot free throw line. Nice ball screen. Good attack. Nice offensive stuff here by Coach Miller.
Yeah, great patience. You're the team with a 10-point lead. Play like it. Get the shot you want.
Murphy, high post. One dribble. Durson, left shoulder no good. Rebounded by Gage Fisher.
Durson missed that shot, but that's a perfect possession if you're Coach Miller.
Daffler skip pass. Got to hit this one. Short, no. Rebound. Loose ball goes to Murphy. That was a good look. That would have cut it to 7.
That would have been huge for the Knights.
Just off the front iron was Jones's three-point attempt. They run an interesting offensive action here.
Yeah, it's like a side elevator screen. I don't know. They haven't gotten through it because they keep calling something every time, so we don't really know what they're trying to do.
First foul in the quarter for Traders Point. They'll stack it up the sideline. Durson in the post. They go back and forth. Keeps the ball up. Is out on. They're going to call out on Durson. A little frustration there, but he's got 14 points and he's been a big difference.
Well, if you're Traders Point, you need to play with a little more pace right now.
Mamo's going to drive. Cut off by Durson. Baseline drive, nowhere to go. They're going to call a foul on Durson. That's the first team foul for Providence.
Being down 10, I don't know how much Reese is going to sit over there on the bench. I would assume Coach Sackett's going to get him back in the game here shortly.
Corner three, up and good. Needed it. Quentin Jones, his second three of the game. He now has 8. And it's 32-25. Inside to Dorson. They collapse, but got to get there quicker.
Yeah, they were coming the double, but it was just a little bit too late.
Little scissors cut there by Mohammed. He hit one earlier. They got it again. Quentin Jones, another 3. He now has 11 3-3s.
If I'm Coach Miller, the adjustment I make is I face guard that kid the rest of the quarter. I don't give him another chance to make a 3. That was always my thing when kids got hot like that, especially in a close game. 2 threes isn't that big a deal, but when it's this low scoring of a game, I'm getting right up in his shorts, not giving him another look.
34-28, and a timeout. They're going to be at 30 seconds. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? Hey, if you're looking for an amazing fresh food and servers that, well, genuinely care about service, you've got to try Aspen Creek Grill. If you're looking for an amazingly fresh food and servers that genuinely care about service, you won't be disappointed. Call them today at 866-885-3249 in Wheeler, Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been the pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. Can you volunteer today? Wheeler Mission, 317-686-6239. Kevin, Traders Point on his back-to-back threes has cut it to 6.
6-point game.
5:28 to go.
2 possessions like we talked about earlier, plenty of time.
Plenty of time. If you're Providence, Cristo Ray, worry and make sure your freshmen don't panic and just keep playing the game that they've played all 3.5 quarters.
Now Traders Point's got to put some defensive possessions together.
Inside, Durson, and 1. Goes through the contact. Gage Fisher is going to pick up his 4th foul.
They brought the trap, but instead of walling up and keeping Durson from turning to his right shoulder. The kid tried to steal the ball, and he split the trap and scored.
One free throw. Durson is 2 of 6 from the line. In and out. His Achilles heel. And if I'm Traders Point, I'm trying to find Quentin Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And he's open right there, inside out. Shot is up, partially blocked. They get it back, short and no. Mamo gathers it inside, long three, no. Loose ball on the floor, Jones has it.
Their energy level's much better to start this fourth quarter than it was earlier in the game.
Tough three, no good. And Durson controls the board. Here comes the elevator. It'll look like a little stall game here, Kevin.
Yeah, this is the set they ran at the end of the third quarter. Remember when they threw it to Durson in the high post and he just turned and chucked it. I don't think that's what this is supposed to be. I think he's trying to run clock here. I think it's a good call by you, Clark.
Ball pressure. Good ball pressure by Daffler, and it causes a turnover. Kevin, did you think that's a little bit early to maybe go to the stall game?
I think it's a little early, yeah. I think it's a little early, but that freshman guard's got to realize he can't go east and west with the ball there. He's got to get past that kid, get the ball to the wing, and keep running their offense. But, yeah, I agree. That's a little early. 4 minutes and 15 seconds, a little early.
Reese into the game and throws it away.
That's been their biggest issue. They just can't put possessions together. I mean, they have 1-2 good offensive possessions, then they can't play defense is poor for a couple possessions. They just got to put them together.
Gilbert.
Reese back in the game there, Clark.
Again, going to the stall, 2x2. I remember first seeing this set in the 1989 Final Four with Seton Hall.
Bloomfield's where I remember. They used to run this to death.
Murphy with the ball. And pressure and a foul, Traders Point. At some point, maybe if you're Traders Point, you try to cheat. But if you cheat, I guess the guy can drive. That's the counter of it.
That's the counter, yep. Or you just don't play man-to-man, and you just get into a trap and you take them out of it. Yeah, you just don't allow them to do it.
3:38 to go. Traders Point with 3 fouls. So if you're thinking about the foul game and putting the Wolves on the line, and obviously I think I would foul Dorson. There's a drive. No good. Brian Parker Jr. battling inside.
That is a really strong take with with those 2 double high stacks. At the high post there was no help down there, and he beat his guy and got the basket. He just couldn't quite finish.
Mamo with the foul. That's their 4th. So the Wolves now in the bonus. 3:26. Gilbert to take it out. Parker getting pressured. Gets it just before half court. Gilbert. Good pressure by Jones. Trying to get a 5-second call. Did he? No. Providence Cristo Ray with the timeout from the bench. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it with him with 3:13 left to go here in the 4th.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Fourth quarter action here at Traders Point High School. The Knights trail the Wolves of Providence Cristo Rey by a score of 36-28. And a good game it's been.
I'm interested to see what they do offensively here, Clark. See if they come out in that double high stack, or if they, well, we'll find out next possession, or if they change it back up to what they were doing earlier.
Quentin Jones with the quick hands. He's open for three. He's hit two this quarter. Can't get him. Mamo, skies high, and Jackson Jones gets the board and is fouled. It's his second foul on the Wolves. They'll take the ball out of bounds. Got to look for the inbounds pass. Jackson Jones to Reese. They're swinging around. He's wide open in the corner. Three on the way. No good. Rebound. Put back. Good. Gage Fisher.
They're hitting the offensive boards great in this fourth quarter. It's been a big boost to their offense.
Two possession. Parker Jr. No. Durson can't get the rebound. Mamo out and runs. Reese for three. Back iron, no. Loose ball. Jackson Jones is blocked.
What a big defensive play by Durson right there. That would have been huge momentum for Traders Point. Looks like they're back to regular offense, Clark.
Traders Point trying to trap. Inside to Durson. Loses his footing again. Reese with the ball. Jones up ahead. Shot fake. Puts it on the floor. Floater no good. Can't get the putback. Reese step back. Jackson Jones for three in and out. Murphy under 2 minutes. Here comes some trapping pressure. Can the freshman backcourt handle it? Skip pass to Newell. Inside to Dorson. Goes up. No call. Jackson Jones with it. Penetrates. Spin move. And a travel.
And I think Durson's hurt. I mean, he got tackled to the ground down there underneath the basket. That's a game changer if he's out the last minute 30. That's a big, big difference in this game.
We're going to check on him. He's up on his feet. Looks like they'll bring in a sub for his place. Highway Safety Services. You do what you do. We'll keep you safe doing it. Contact him at 765-446-1502. Here comes the press. They throw it down, and the pressure got to him, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a really bad decision. He tried to get the ball to 23, but he just threw a bad pass long and out of bounds. They need to get somebody in the middle of the court on that press offense and get the ball reversed and get it up that way.
Jackson Jones hurries it up the sideline. No one's in front of him. Mamo in the corner. Quentin Jones for three off the rim, no.
They're getting every offensive rebound now. It's unbelievable.
Quentin Jones drives this time in the air. No good. Big time rebound by the Wolves. And Murphy holds it. Throws it down the court. You don't need to score. You just need to be strong with the ball. Looks like Durson's getting ready to check in. Newell. And he traveled. He slid that pivot foot on the jump stop.
Sorry, Clark, I didn't mean to interrupt you. If I was Coach Miller, I'd have called timeout to get Durson back in the game. I would not have had that possession without him on the court. I'm not trying to be critical. He knows his team better than I do.
Full timeout, so we'll stay here. Providence in Traders Point, 6-point contest. Was at one point the biggest lead. Has been 12 points multiple times. But a big fourth quarter here by Traders Point, Kevin.
Yeah, and they've had wide open looks that they've missed. I mean, this game could easily be tied right now with some of those easy looks that they've had. But, hey, give them credit. They're playing harder. They're getting more opportunities. Their offensive rebound. They're creating more possessions. And now they just got to finish them off with a made basket.
I think one thing that you said is critical. It seems like Traders Point's starting to want it just a little bit more. They're the ones that they're aggressor, really crashing the boards. And a lot of times that's the great time to shoot a three-pointer.
It's been a complete shift in the game this fourth quarter. Providence Cristo Rey had been the most aggressive team the first three quarters, and Traders Point came out this fourth quarter and really, really played with an energy level and a passion they didn't have the first three quarters.
Maybe the switch from the zone to the man-to-man had something to do with that?
Could have sped them up a little bit or got them more locked in on what they were doing, who they were guarding. So
I don't know, but it's definitely been different, that's for sure.
Scoring-wise, Quentin Jones has 11, Gage Fisher 8, Cameron Reese 4, Jackson Jones 5. For Providence Cristo Ray, Andrew Murphy with 7, Newell with 4, Durson with 16, Gilbert 5, Parker Jr. 2. As here comes Jackson Jones. Between the circles, gets a ball screen. Inside to Reese, front rim, no. Newell with the rebound.
Really nice cross-screen action there for Reese. He got a good open look. That was a good play by Traders Point.
Parker to Durson. No reason to, unless you have a layup, TJ Durson.
I don't know what Phi was doing there. He had good position, and then he went around on the other side and gave him a straight line drive to the bucket.
Quentin Jones, no good. Durson with the rebound.
I think I'd foul Durson if I got a chance.
Murphy. There will be a blocking foul. I think that's a good call by the official. Murphy.
He didn't get room to turn around. He has to have room to turn around.
The intention was right, but.
Yeah, 11's trying to make a good hustle play. There's another one, but you have to give the kid a chance to turn around and get his 2 feet and get his position on the court.
So that'll put Andrew Murphy to the line where he's 3 for 3.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't have let Durson put the ball out of his hands. When he got that rebound, I'd have been fouling quick.
And the announcer jinx still works in 24-25, Greg. Off the back iron, no. 3 possessions, though, Kevin.
This next possession's critical. They got to score quick, get a timeout, get their defense organized, and then figure out a plan, whether that's to foul Durson or whatever Coach Saget wants to do.
Traders with only 1 timeout left. He misses both free throws. A quick push. Jackson Jones high off the backboard, no good. Durson gets the rebound. Murphy dribbles, and he's going to dribble it out, and Providence Cristo Ray is going to get their first win of the season as they call a carry with 0.6 of a second left. But Providence Cristo Ray is going to match, Kevin, their win total from all of last year here in Game 1 by winning by a score of 38-30. What are your
That's just
thoughts?
great for them, isn't it? One win all last season, and now you do all that off-season work, and it comes out and it pays off in the very first game. They get that win in the win column. I think that if Traders Point had that same energy the fourth quarter they had all game, we might have had a different outcome.
Very well could have been T.J. Durson leading the way for the Wolves with 18. As we said, Brian Parker Jr. had 2, Carter Gilbert 5, Javion Newell 4, Andrew Murphy 7, and those guys really stepped up in that first quarter when Durson was out.
Yeah, and I think the pressure too. We thought that they would pressure more against those freshman guards early in the game, and they waited till later in the game to do it. We saw it was a factor, but the lead margin was too much at that point.
And for Traders Point, Quentin Jones leading the way with 11, Fisher with 8, Cameron Reese with 4, and Jackson Jones 5. That'll do it for us here at Traders Point. Let's go over our title sponsors. I'd like to thank Reynolds Farm Equipment, Passion to Care, Boilermaker Local 374, Wheeler Mission, Bertner Electric, the Morales Group, Piper Logistics, Aspen Creek Grill, IndianaSRN Sports Page, and Highway Safety Services. And I'd also like to thank our broadcast team, producer Greg Smith, always doing a wonderful job, cameraman Justin Griffiths giving us the great shots, and for my partner Kevin Coots, this is Clark Chafin. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.